I am driven by the belief that I can help make the world a better place.
I'm passionate about writing. That's what gets me up in the morning, and having the opportunity to create.
I thought, what do I want to wake up every day and do? And it's create. Like draw, design, illustrate.
I want to be Steve Stout times 10. I want to be Steve Stout, but like socially responsible.
I see a lot of social inequality, a lot of people struggling, and it doesn't have to be that way. So if I wake up in the morning and I'm not really feeling that great, I know that there are a lot of people whose lives are riding on mine.
I just wake up and I'm just ready to go. I get excited when I know there are people like beating down my door to get out their brands, promotions in store. We work a lot with the retailers as well, so they're very competitive and want the best and the brightest ideas. So I get to drive that strategy along with my team.
I love going to work every day. I'm sure that every job has its own payback in certain ways, but I just know with being in the classroom and having that, it's almost like a euphoria after class sometimes if you have a really great lesson.
It is sort of the situation where, is this something I could see myself doing for the rest of my life, and what benefit does it bring the planet?
We like a little bit more fluidity, I think a little bit less of a structure and more autonomy.
I like to do things independently just because, you know, I don't have to go through somebody before I can make a decision. I can be pretty much spontaneous.
Somebody trusts in you enough to give you the autonomy to see a project through. You really see the contribution that you're making, big picture.
That's one of my biggest things I seek out in any type of opportunity I'm going for, whether it's career, personal, just being independent and being able to make my own schedule and think my own way, with also gaining consensus from others, as well as just being able to be creative.
I know that I have a timeline for how long I'm going to do something that I'm not in complete control of.
I don't really like working for people, but I think it's really valuable to like do things for people that have, you know, been around the game, you know.
There will be a point where I want to go out and do my own thing, or at least be a part of something where I have much more influence.
Ideally, I'll be able to own my own agency, produce good, innovative work, and also, you know, not negatively affect the world.
I feel like there's very much an entrepreneurial spirit among my generation, and I feel like a lot of people have trouble working for the man, so to speak.
My ideal job and position would be to work for myself. I am an entrepreneur at heart.
I definitely see myself opening a business soon and in the near future, even while I'm working. Just being able to own a business and see that business come to life and see it grow over time and see people really fall in love with your brand is something that excites me too.
Part of this kind of generation that I'm a part of, there's a lot of people that are doing their own thing and out there and in startups and are very successful in that way. And I think kind of drinking the Kool-Aid a little bit.
The next job that I want does not exist. I have to create it for myself, and I'm having an amazing time trying to figure out what that next job is going to look like.
I don't know about having a huge consulting group with huge staff, but I do like the idea of kind of forging my own path.
I don't know what kind of job it's going to manifest itself as, but hopefully I figure out how I can do that.
Everybody who makes millions and millions of dollars are people who own things or are working for themselves. You can be a CEO, you can be a VP of a company and make millions of dollars, but you'll never make the money that you truly are worth. So I figure when you're working for yourself, that's when you can do what you love, and when you're doing what you love, it's not work anymore.
It is definitely important to me to work in a very fun place. I can't stand the thought of work being my life. Making it fun makes it less my life and more of like a thing that happens.
I definitely prefer collaborating. I like working with a group of people. As long as it's not like stifling, I get my energy from the enthusiasm of others and working with people.
I like working collaboratively too. I like bouncing ideas off of people and being able to share an idea and have other people help me make it grow and make it better.
I'm good friends with Thrillist Media. They're a $400 million media company. When you go up there, people are skateboarding, they're biking. The owner there really lets his employees be them. They still get the work done. I like a working environment that is free and lets their employees be free.
I think a lot of the media about like millennials who are G-chatting or tweeting or Facebooking while they're working, I'm okay with it. So long as it doesn't interrupt what they do, I'm totally fine with it.
We like being on the internet all the time. And some workplaces, I used to work at a place where we weren't allowed to use the internet at all.
As millennials, we're connected throughout the day. This is how we learn, this is how we perform, this is how we execute. So if you, as a workplace, are telling me that I can't learn, perform, and execute in the way that I've always known, I'm not gonna be productive.
This is how they studied in college, this is how they live. So whereas me and lots of like bosses out there think, oh, they're not actually getting work done, they're just playing Candy Crush all day. She might be playing Candy Crush, she's also getting work done because she knows how to juggle lots of things.
A large number of us, my generation in particular, grew up in a time where like high school hit and then college hit, and right around that time is when the economy tanked. And so we're all just kind of freaking out. It's like once we're out of college, we're all a little bit screwed.
I feel like the people that tell you money doesn't buy happiness are kind of messing with you. And no, it doesn't buy happiness, but it will get you very close. I don't know a lot of broke people that are happy.
I think that for millennials in particular, money is a huge issue.
I'm obviously not going to lie. Everyone needs money of some sort, but I don't think anyone ever became a teacher for the money.
I mean, obviously it's important. Like, I don't want to be struggling every day, but I'm not striving to become a millionaire.
I don't want to say that I need a 3-bedroom penthouse in the city, but at the same time, I'm not going to be living in a closet.
I seek jobs where I feel financially secure, and I take a lot of pride in that. I also think that having a job where you're compensated in a way that feels appropriate makes you feel like you're valued by the enterprise.
There's financial compensation, it has to be livable. She shouldn't be eating ramen every day. And then there should be other kinds of reward, which is public adulation. Opportunity is actually a reward. Learning new things is kind of a form of reward.
I think for me, financial rewards are about independence and also about feeling like I have skills that my company values.
If you offer me more money to work for a lesser company, I'd probably still say yes, because money is a huge factor in the millennial generation in general, I would say. I would defy you to find a millennial who would not take a large amount of money.
Money is important, but not if it's not not if I'm not doing what I love.
I don't think it'll like heavily influence me to do certain things. Like, I'll never do anything like immoral for money.
I have 2 degrees that I'm still paying for, and that is no joke. Sally Mae is on my doorstep every month. That's important.
I'm in debt up to my eyeballs. That's a huge consideration all of the time. 100% of the time that I'm alive, a part of me is thinking about how much debt that I'm in. I'm pretty sure I'll die with student debt.
I gotta get paid what I'm worth. That's important to me, because I can work somewhere and get a paycheck, but it has to be corresponding with what I'm bringing to the table.
Millennials are here, and it's a huge mass of people that either are currently in the workplace or are entering the workplace.
I feel a tremendous amount of pressure still to live up to my parents' expectations or what I imagine they are or would be for me at this stage in my life.
Man, okay, I'm 23, but what does that really mean? Like, it means I have 7 years until I'm 30, you know, another few years until I'm 50. And like, what am I gonna do in between? Am I gonna be able to fit everything in within that time frame? That's what I'm always thinking about. Like, how can I be the president of the United States and work in marketing and then open a business, but I wanna travel and I can't do all of that and be a US diplomat and, I don't know, have kids and all that fun stuff.
I've gotten pretty good at the job that I do, and I'm finding that I am craving other people to be around me to teach me new things.
So there sort of comes a point in your life where you sort of either are like, I'm gonna do something that matters and I'm gonna make that my full-time job, or I'm gonna do something that gets me by and I'll spend those extra moments in my life making something matter. I'm still in the middle of deciding what I want whether I want to be a full-time make a differencer or a part-time matterer and someone who does things that, you know, I'm good at and they make me happy and they're not terrible, but aren't exactly, you know, saving the world or anything like that.
You can turn your dreams into a reality and that reality into a salary. You just gotta work for it.
It does take hard work to kind of get where you want to go, but we look at all these celebrities and we look at the very rare stories of somebody who shoots up to the top extremely fast, and we want to be that. Everybody wants to be that person, and we get upset at the fact that it might take 2 years to move up the ladder and not 6 months.
Something about their generation feels like they have unlimited options.
There's a certain level of overconfidence that you kind of have to give yourself.
In general, millennials are more bold and they go through jobs a little quicker.
I think that with like our parents' generation, it was very easy for them to like go to secretarial school and be a secretary for the rest of their lives. And there's nothing wrong with that, that's A-okay. But I think that there's something about the millennial generation that like, I know a lot of people who have majored in, I'd say like nursing, and then they do a few years of nursing work and they're just like, I don't want to do this anymore, you know? And I don't know what causes that, I don't know what can speak to that, but I've seen a lot of that where it's like, oh, I know how to be an accountant and I tried being an accountant and it sucks and I don't want to be an accountant anymore.
I don't like working my way up like the corporate ladder. I'm not trying to like get a promotion at my company. For me, every advancement I will make in my life, I believe will be of my own motivation.
I don't have a place where I want to be in 5, 10, 30 years. Where I can say I should do this next and then this and then this. Personally, my #1 consideration is being happy. And right now I'm happy with my job, I'm happy with how much I'm getting paid, I'm happy with the people that I work with, I'm happy with my status in life. So if I can maintain that and not dip below wherever I'm at right now, then I think I'm doing okay.